Morning YouTube, how are we all doing? Last night was the Pipe Club. Excuse me, I'm a bit typical for a Tuesday morning after Pipe Club. We had a cracking night again. This sudden little bit of the Indian summer we've just got. Worked a treat. A few people couldn't be with us. Steve's having a couple of problems at the moment. Bill couldn't make it, work commitments, and Chris has got problems with his family. So hopefully they'll all be back with us next time. We did have 5 new members, and I'm sorry I really don't remember any names at all, apart from Tim, he was there last time. He's a cigar customer, bought his first pipe yesterday, so that was cool. The tobaccos we had last night, I'll start with the ones that I tried. There was some Gawith brown flake, which I started with, and that was beautiful. Not your typical Lakeland, no soap, no floral notes, just kind of a mixture of light, dark and fluky Virginias really. Very, very sweet, subtle, earthy, nutty flavours. Didn't get too hot, smoked really well. My only problem with straight Virginia mixes is I find they're lacking something. I like my Perique and Latakia too much, they just kind of sit a bit flat, but Gawith's brown flake is beautiful. Put it on a par with Dunhill flake, although Dunhill flake is a lot sweeter. Gawith's brown flake's sweet but not as sweet, but no, they're both comparable smokes. I also tried some of Holger Dansk's mango and vanilla, and that was beautiful. That smoked fantastic. Very easy to keep lit, burnt freely, which allows you to smoke without burning your tongue. I smoked that in kind of my slightly largest Peterson, and it smoked beautifully. A lot of people enjoyed it. It's not something I've ever stocked. I did try some of their other tobaccos a year ago, the Holger Dansk, but they didn't go down very well. So, but no, Holger Dansk mango and vanilla, they're beautiful. The flavours are so interesting. The mango comes through well, obviously the vanilla does. Vanilla goes without saying with tobacco blends, but no, Holger Dansk's mango and vanilla. If you're into aromatics and you don't like, you like kind of lighter mixtures, kind of, I prefer them as European aromatics. It's beautiful. The tobacco blend tasted well. I say the flavouring's perfect. Not too much, not enough, not too little, should I say. And the tobacco blend that they came from, so well blended, smoked beautifully. And I tried some Peterson's luxury blend. Not very luxury. I found it rather flat. The flavours weren't that interesting. It burnt quite hot. Not a lot to it. That's all I can really recall of it. I didn't write any tasting notes down on this, so I wasn't enjoying it that much. But Peterson's luxury blend, not very luxury for me. Not a fan at all. And then I tried some of Pete's blend. Now Pete is a big fan of Robert Lewis's tree mixture. I was struggling to get it in at one point, so he started blending his own. And he's come up with something quite interesting. It starts off with a base of black and brown, but he soaks that in vodka to remove a lot of the kind of chocolatey, vanilla-y sort of notes you get on it. But he saves the extract he's got afterwards, and he uses it to add a bit of casings on afterwards to give it a little bit more sweetness. Inside that there's a good helping of Turkish, there's a couple of bits of Kentucky, some dark Virginias in there, and then a big lashing of Perique and a big dollop of Latakia, and then he re-adds a little bit of the casings onto all the tobaccos at the end. And what it comes up with, it smells a lot like Railroad 965, but isn't as sweet to smoke. It's not kind of an aromatic with a bit of Latakia to it. It's a very, very strong English. The Perique's there in big quantities, the Latakia's there in big quantities, but over the top of it you've got this lovely sweetness. Smoke's a little hard to get going in the first place, but once you've got it going, it smokes beautifully. So that's one of Pete's blends, an absolutely fantastic, more powerful, more robust version of Boswells 965. A fantastic smoke. maybe getting to make some of that. That was a good smoke. And then some Louisiana Flake from Gawith and Hoggarth as well we had last night. I'm trying my hardest to keep lit, but you know how it goes. You can either talk and let your pipe go out, or you can keep your pipe going and say nothing. So, but no, Louisiana Flake, I absolutely adore this tobacco. One of my favourite tin tobaccos is Dunhill's Deluxe Navy Rolls. For a similar sort of style, this sits perfectly behind it. I love Virginia and Perique. I just love Perique, to be honest. I tend to put it in roll-ups and everything. I've mentioned this several times before, but it's such a beautiful smoke. The Perique gives it, with the sweetness of the Virginias, you kind of get like a sweet chocolatey, sweet figgy, sweet kind of musky, earthy flavour to it, and I absolutely adore this tobacco. It doesn't sell as well as the Dunhill. Obviously, the Dunhill's got the name and the reputation for being one of the best Virginia Perique mixtures we can get in the UK. But Louisiana Flake, that sits there quite comfortably with it. It's a fantastic tobacco. We also had some Columbian coffee sold in the UK Century. Off the top of my head, I can't remember who actually produces this in the States, but a few people took it, and I got no feedback on it, so I can tell you anything. I don't like the taste of coffee, so I didn't try it. And we also some Robert McConnell's Oriental. Now, I didn't have this because there's some other tobaccos that I wanted to try, but Robert McConnell's Oriental is one of my all-time favourite Oriental blends. The balance of the Orientals and the balance of the Latakia is just fantastic. It makes such an interesting smoke. I mean, I do like Balkan mixtures, but give me a good Oriental, give me a good Scotch mixture, I'd much prefer them over a Balkan. The Oriental tobaccos and Latakia, if the balance is perfect, the flavours are divine. But Robert McConnell's Oriental is by far my favourite tobacco in that category. Everybody who tried it loved it. It went down very well. So yeah, many of you already know this blend, but we had it last night. And then there was also some Gawith American blended whiskey. Again, I didn't try this one. I've been meaning to. It's mainly a pure black Cavendish mixture with a few like Gold Virginia notes in there. I'm guessing the ratio has got to be 95% black to 5% Virginia. It smells beautiful as well. I didn't get any feedback of it, but I did smell a few smoke in it. It smelled very, very nice. So yeah, that was last night's tobaccos. So yeah, an extremely good turnout. A couple of new members. We pretty much filled the beer garden again as normal. So yeah, the weather helped, and unfortunately, looks like next month we're going to be into the good old winter ones. So the next one's on the 7th, Monday the 7th of November, kicking off at 7 o'clock in the beer garden of the Lincolnshire Poacher, which is just on Mansfield Road, kind of towards Nottingham city centre end. £5 for the sampler packs. There is heating in the beer garden, and we always grab those tables first. So if you can come along, make sure you got your scarf and your big coat on, because I can guarantee you it'll be quite cold. So yeah, 2 days after bonfire night, it'll be perfect. So that's the Pipe Club. Moving on, I've got a load more stuff I want to talk about this morning. Up next, I've got a box opening, and this time I remembered to remove my address. This came from Astroman. I sent him it all started when he commented on some of the teas I was talking about, which just to let you know, this morning I've got some Irish breakfast tea. I'll rephrase that, I had some Irish breakfast tea. So yeah, back to the box opening. We was talking about teas. I sent Astroman a large selection of tea. He showed you in the last video, quite a bit of tea in there. So and a few tobaccos, but I was looking forward to what he was going to send me. Now in here there is some McCranie's Red Ribbon, 2000 crop of North Carolina leaf. Oh, I cannot wait to try this. I haven't cracked the seal yet. Don't really have many tastefuls left. I smoked so much last night that my mouth's a nuclear wasteland this morning, barren wasteland. But I really am looking forward to trying this. I cannot wait for this one. And then this, oh god. I got me some Penzance. To say it's made by Germains, on one of the islands, I can't remember if it's Jersey or one of the Channel Islands, one of those anyway. But we don't get that over here, obviously. It's made specifically for the Butterer Pipe Company. Germains & Sons, I've never been a big fan of their tobaccos, to be honest. The Royal Jersey Perique mixture kind of reminds me of Sweet Sick. And I did try, what was it? One of the other Latakia mixers, 1880 blend or something along them lines, but I didn't like that. Not many of my customers like that. So I've pretty much don't really have much dealings with Germains, but I really am looking forward to this. So many of you rave about this tobacco. I cannot wait to give this a try. So already, Astroman, thank you ever so much. And then I've got these little baggies. Are these medical use or research purposes? I'm not sure. But anyway, they're double wrapped inside. There's 3 of them. What have we got here? I've got some Astro Blend. Now this has kind of a slightly sweet sort of Latakia aroma to it. It smells very familiar. I'm quite looking forward to trying this one, to be honest. So I got some of Astroman's personal blend. I can't wait to try this one, buddy. What else have we got here? I believe this was the Prime Burley. Yeah, some Boswells Premium Burley. Now, it smells quite chocolatey. Very chocolatey, in fact. It smells a lot like Boswell's Best. Must have the same casings on it. But at the same time, I can smell Burley in there. It's doesn't smell too heavily flavoured, so hopefully we'll get quite a nice Burley taste out of that. So we're looking forward to that one as well, matey. And then we're down onto the last one. What have we got here? We've got some Sillems Black. Now I know Astroman's a big fan of this one. God, that's a lot of Latakia. And a nice sweet cakey smell to it as well. I'm looking forward to trying this. I'm looking forward to trying all of these, my friend. Thank you ever so much for these tobaccos. I can't wait to crack open all of these. The Penzance mainly, but the Red Ribbon, I'm hoping I'll be doing some, well, it's finding the time now. I've got a lot of stuff coming up this month, but I will be coming back with the Virginia tobaccos. I'll be cracking this open for that. It gives me a nice red Virginia to go with here. So Astroman, my friend, thank you ever so much. I'll be reviewing these in due course. Thank you. Right, after that, hope you guys are sitting comfortably. This is going to take a while. I mentioned the Peterson Pipe of the Year in a couple of videos I did before. I believe it was about 4 months ago that I ordered some of the non-standard lines. It's just the smooth finish that's been distributed predominantly. So I put an order in for the rustic finish and for the ebony finish. They arrived today, but somebody wanted the ebony and was desperate for the ebony, so I've let a customer have my ebony, which only leaves me with the Pipe of the Year Rustic. Now this looks amazing. It's got the typical Dunhill sort of red kind of rustic finish. Let's just get a bit better light on this here. Hopefully you can see it a little bit better. The finish on it is bloody amazing. I just love I'm a bit hit and miss sometimes with rustic, but on the Pipe of the Year, it looks absolutely fantastic. Maybe you can see this here. If not, I'll upload a picture at the end. I've subsequently now just ordered this morning the Sandblast version, but I might have to wait a while for that one again. But hopefully that'll come over very soon. So big thanks to Chris at Gawith and Holger for sorting this out for me. The ebony looked amazing. I'm hoping that I get another one of those over very, very soon as well. And then hopefully I'll have the full set of 4. I do have a tin of the tobacco kicking about in here somewhere. Yeah, up on the shelf up the top, so it'll be in a nice picture frame with everything else. That then brings me on to more about pipes. I've got an obsession with buying pipes at the moment. Many of you saw a couple of days ago, well, about a week ago I think it was now, I was talking about my Dunhill bowl with the amber-like stem I've got on it. Well, I just thought, you know, it doesn't quite look blingy enough, so I've gone out and treated myself to a nice a nice silver ring. So this is now my finished, rather extravagant, pimped out pipe, and I'll smoke Latakia in it. To me, Latakia is kind of a working man's tobacco. It doesn't quite sound right, but I think this is more suited for sweet aromatics, but it's my Latakia burner. It's a little bit flashy for a tobacco that smells like, well, basically just smells like burning dung, as everybody comments on. But no, this pipe, I absolutely love it now. This ring really does finish it off. Made the guy in the jewellery shop laugh when I came in and got my pipe out. He said, "You got a ring that'll fit that?" But anyway, so that's that pipe. And then the shop, we've started doing our own range of pipes, made by Dunhill for us, slightly better quality than the Parker collection that we have, and I just had to treat myself to one. So this is my new red sandblasted little Prince. It's a beautiful pipe. The balance is perfect. The draw is fine. It's smoked very, very well. It's such a great pipe. I did have an aromatic in it. I had some Thrancher's apple, which I smoked in this. It didn't smoke too well in this little pipe, but I'll come back to Thrancher's and apple in a moment. I completely forgot about that. The joys of drinking a lot while you're smoking, eh? But it smoked beautifully. Again, the Dunhill bowls, just the quality on them is unbelievable. So right, and we have another pipe. A lot of you know AD over at AD's Pipes. He told me that he got a Mario Grande Lovat that he was thinking about putting on eBay. He says, "Oh, how much do you want for it?" I want a Mario Grande pipe, and I got an obsession with Lovats. He sent me a picture of it, and it looked amazing. Got the pipe club. He's like, "I've got a pipe, I'll tempt you after a few drinks." It's like, okay, alright. So after I had a few beers, I got him to get the pipe out. One of the other chaps, Ben, who was at the pipe club, he had also been to the cash point and got some money out to buy this. Luckily, Eddie was nice and let me have it. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to my first Mario Grande. More of a classic shape, so I love it. But the stem is amazing. I absolutely adore this pipe. A bit bigger than what I usually go for in a Lovat, but it's so well balanced. The stem feels so wafer thin. I mean, this is, to give you a comparison, this is my Lovat that I like to smoke a lot of. So it is quite a bit bigger. It's a lot chunkier. But AD, thank you ever so much for letting me have this. You made a little bit of money out of it. It's in such immaculate condition. The stem has glitter in it, for one, which I find a bit odd. But no, this pipe is, oh god, I absolutely adore this pipe. I'm going to be taking this when I go to meet PM Oral in a couple of weeks' time. I don't want to just turn up. I know he isn't a fan of Sandblast or rustic pipes, and most of my pipes will tend to fall into that category. So I'm going to be taking this one with me. Still not designated what I'm going to be using it for, but I cannot wait to start smoking this pipe. Looking at the size of the bowl in it, I may end up using it for aromatics, but I just cannot wait to kick this off. And then that brings me down to PM Oral. Later on in the month, I'm going to St Claude in the Jura Mountains in France, the birthplace of the Briar pipe. And I'm going for lunch. I'm going to meet PM Oral and getting some stock for the shop. I cannot wait. The last independent pipe maker in St Claude. Looking at the pipes on his website, and I'll stick a link to it down the bottom. They're amazing. I cannot wait to meet this guy. I've read a few articles about the guy, read what a few other people say about him, and I cannot wait to meet him. I've got a couple of €100 set aside, so chances are I'm going to end up buying at least one pipe off him. And St Claude has a rather large amount of tobacco shops, pipe shops, so I might be coming home with several pipes and a maxed out credit card, which I might end up leaving at home. I cannot wait for that. So if anybody's got any questions or anything they want me to take pictures of, or anything they want me to ask PM or out or to show around that area, let me know. I need some suggestions. I can't ask too many questions because Pierre does not speak English and I do not speak French. So my boss, Mr. Gauntleys, is going to be acting as a translator, and I'm not going to be able to ask too many questions. But if anybody's got anything they want me to find out why I'm over there, or take pictures of and techniques and things, ask me. I'll do my best to find out for you. And then finally, the last point, guys, honestly, the last point. The UK's AITS, the Association of Independent Tobacco Specialists trade show, is coming up this weekend. The highlight of the year, the only trade event we have in the UK, and I cannot wait for this year. So many goodies, so many new products on the line. We get kind of one-off premium Petersons, silver mounteds, and green spigots, and all sorts. So we pick up a lot of our carved Meerschaums and things like that, but I can't wait for this year's show. I know a few things that are coming out. There's going to be some McBaron 70s Cherry. That's getting quite a lot of good reviews from what I gather from speaking to people. So that's the launch for that one. Cubes coming out in 40-gram packets. And I know that Hunter and Francow are going to be unveiling some of the new Cubans for this year. I haven't got a clue which ones. We've just had the Party Gas E2s out, which I still haven't got around to trying. I've sold out already in the shop. But I'm going to be doing some video, taking some pictures, so I'll probably be back again next Sunday afternoon, looking rather excited, with full of goodie bags full of stuff. So yeah, if there's anything interesting news-wise for UK smokers, or new products coming out from Gawith and Hoggarth, or Samuel Gawith, or anybody like that, new snuffs, I'll be sure to let you know as soon as I get home on the Sunday. I might even upload video while I'm actually at the trade show. We tend to be there all day. I'm going to be there queuing out the door because there's always a fight, like there is on Christmas Eve for turkeys and supermarkets over the Peterson table. So I cannot wait. Oh, and there is one more thing. I promise you, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about today. My girlfriend picked me up an absolutely amazing novelty cigarette dispenser yesterday. So we've got a bird. Whoops! So we've got the bird on a wheel just here, and push him out, and that's it. There's your cigarette. It's absolutely genius. I love this little toy. It doesn't work every time, but then again, I've only got sort of 5 cigarettes, and was playing with it quite drunk last night, and I'm still fiddling with it this morning. But it's such a cool novelty cigarette dispenser. I love it. On the subject of which, I'm obviously going to have a cigarette now. So yeah, that's the end of what I've got to say. Sorry if I bored the crap out of you all. A lot of things I need to get in. I've done my blog up as well, so head over to mrtobacco.co.uk, have a look at my new blog, and any bugs, let me know. So yeah, I might be back one evening this week with some more tobacco reviews. Again, big thanks to Astroman for the tobacco exchange in the box, and big thanks to AD over at AD's Pipes. I now have a Mario Grande. Hey! Take care, goodbye.